Thanks. I'm here today to talk about energy efficiency in our homes. I think we've all heard about all the things that you can do to try to save on your energy bill or to be more sustainable or renewable. But honestly, there's a lot of really simple things you can do in order to make your home more efficient, airtight, and to lower those energy costs. And Taylor Homes actually has a program called Energy Smart, and they actually have some consultants that come out from the beginning of the home process all the way through the end to make sure that their homes are as energy efficient as possible. And I'm hoping we can learn something from today, either for our own homes or if we're thinking about building. So joining me in the studio today is my friends Holly Todd and Ken Williamson from Think Green Midwest, and you guys do some work for Taylor Homes. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you guys make sure that the home is energy efficient. Thanks for being with me today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Morning.
Pretty much it's simple. We start, as you said at the very beginning. We go in before drywall's up, when you can still see wood studs, the insulation. Make sure all the caulk is in. Make sure all the holes to the outside are filled.
And that's one of those simple things that actually anybody could do, right?
Exactly. Any home can take that $2 tube of caulk. You can probably save $20 on your electric bill. Very simple. You just fill the holes, make sure the air doesn't go back and forth between the outside and the inside.
Okay. So you guys start at the beginning of the process and do that, and then as the drywall's put up and things, that you're going to go back, right?
We do go back. You want to go ahead and explain that?
Well, when we get back into the house after it's finished, we do a process. We put the blower door in an outside door, and we put a vacuum on the house which draws air into the house. That shows us how much the house leaks. And it's only allowed to leak so much, but not too much.
And well, let's give a couple statistics, because I know you guys have shared these with me before. There is like a rating on this, right? On how efficient they are. Holly, tell me exactly how that works again.
We start with 100. 100 is a home built to a standard energy code.
Okay, so that's kind of like the average.
Across,
that's the base.
It's what you have to build by code.
Okay.
So we start with 100. Now, the tighter the house is, the more efficient it works, the lower the score. So lower is better in this case.
Okay.
And if you want to equate it, 100 is $1. If it scores a 60, you've saved 40 cents on every utility dollar. So the lower the better. And when we're doing Taylor homes, we look at them beforehand. We run them through modeling software. We check everything out. So we know about what it should score if they do everything right when we get out there.
That is amazing that you can figure all that out. And the neat thing about this is the system you guys use with the blower that you're using for new home construction, somebody can also actually do that for their existing home,
right,
which might be a little scary in my case since I have a historical home.
Yes, the windows rattle and everything else. Yeah, we know we probably have to tighten some
mine
things
might
down.
be like 150 or something, but but that leads me to the point of when people are looking to build, that's something they should be asking about. What kind of techniques are they using to be energy smart? Right.
If they're going to be energy smart, they're going to have what's called a HERS score. And that's the score you want to see. That's how efficient that house is running.
Okay. And then and some of the folks that are listening to this today, they can also use the same techniques, because if the score isn't what you want it to be, you're going to find those places where you don't have that tightness, where you haven't made sure that the air is still circulating where it shouldn't be.
Right. We're going to, when we put this fan in that he explained, the blower door fan,
yes,
and when it pulls the air through the house, it's pulling it like there's a 20-mile-an-hour wind on the house.
Oh, okay.
So in your case, your windows rattle, the shutters, pull in, whatever. But that's going to tell us where the leaks are, if they're in the outlets, the electric outlets, if they're around the windows, if it's around the bottom plate of a house. It's going to tell us what is leaking. And then we can tell you how to fix it.
Yeah, that is really cool. And those, we think about things like having waterless water heaters and solar paneling and all the cool stuff that's out there that's more renewable and green. But these are very simple things that you can do to make sure that you have a more airtight and efficient home.
And it's something that anybody can do to their house. Anybody can tighten their house down and save at least a couple of dollars every month. In Taylor Homes' case, they're hitting in the 60s, so they're saving $40 a month. So
is that unusual compared to some of your other consultants? Because that seems really efficient to me.
It generally, the standard was 15% below.
Okay, so an 85 would be a good.
85 is a good score.
Okay.
But the lower you get, the better. And you just simply do that by tightening down, watching how you're building, watching how you construct it with your framing techniques. Ken will go out and tell them how to tighten it down, how to make it work.
Ken, do you get customers once you've done that assessment at the end of a home that's a Taylor home? Do you get that assessment where they're like, I got a 67. Maybe there's a little, there might be
It's always like
competition.
With other builders, yes, there is a lot of competition there because it's a selling feature to be a HERS
Absolutely.
or an Energy Smart home. And Taylor Homes, being that they're getting way below the 85%, really helps as far as their presentation for their salespeople.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice thing to be able to boast about, isn't it?
We have job foremans on different jobs
Right.
seeing, what'd you get? So there's a little internal
yeah, a little work
competition
on that.
there,
Yeah.
right.
Thanks, Holly and Ken, for being with us with Think Green Midwest. We were talking today with Taylor Homes. If you want to find out more, you can go to taylorhomes.com or you can give them a call at 1-800-96-TAYLOR. Back to you.